Okay, so something went down in Naxxramas. There has been a... some of you guys have maybe already seen this clip, but we're gonna get around to watching this now because it happened on the day where I actually didn't stream. I don't stream for one day, I come back and I don't know what happens, but to give some context, this guy, Teeny Violent, that guy right there, he is gonna be tanking one of the bosses here. This guy is a griefer in Classic WoW. He is a notorious, very, I'm not gonna say famous, but he's one of the biggest griefers in Classic WoW. But he has been playing with the hardcore guild for I think 6 or 9 months. So he has been playing with these guys in their raids, Molten Core, Blackwind Lair, AQ40 for almost a whole year. Without griefing, without doing anything at all, he's just been playing the game with them. And it appears that he has slowly been building up his trust. He has slowly been building up their trust to finally hit them with the greatest grief of all time. This is a very interesting boss fight because Four Horsemen is the one boss where you can't petri. If you try to petrification on this class guy, on this boss, it won't work. Because the petrification doesn't matter for the debuff that the Four Horsemen actually like puts on you. So even if you're sitting in a petri, you will still get the debuff and you will still die. Let's watch the clip and then we'll continue talking afterwards. This is from Bean's POV, guys. This is Bean.
The first mark isn't for 20 seconds?
Yeah, we'll watch it and we'll keep talking after. Let's just watch the clip.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Should you guys stay in your stack?
I'll save I saved the clip you sent.
5, 4,
Alright, let's go.
3, 2.
Okay, so they pull the boss. So you need to bring each boss to a corner because they need to be split up for their.
Oh, I could have scissored him.
What the hell? Okay, they need to be split up for their marks.
Stack.
Watch the left side of the screen. Left side, over here.
I'm not moving anymore.
Zelig is in the wrong spot.
Zelig is in the wrong spot.
Teeny, move it.
They're calling out Teeny. There's the boss. Watch the raid. Watch now.
Zelig and run it away. Run Zelig away. You may need a petri. You should have already death wished.
Here's the marks coming up.
You're actually a fucking troll.
Half the raid insta dies.
Can you just do that?
Yeah, he did.
And the rest of the people are gonna die slowly now because they're all sitting in a petrification flask, but these marks are gonna keep building up and they will die. 36 people of the 40 died. 36.
Damn. What a fucking douchebag.
They're just stunned.
Who did it?
Yeah.
I mean,
They're stunned. They don't know what to say. Yeah, 4 people survived. I think Calamity hearthed out, and maybe I think the people that survived they heartstoned out in time.
Who did it?
So.
Holy! Why didn't he heartstone? I don't know. I mean, I will probably be in shock.
look at fucking Bald and Fat actually making it out.
Oh
No.
Gotta love the taunt by the boss afterwards. Like, not the audio taunt.
Petri bad?
The marks don't go through Petri.
No, he just almost died because he didn't.
Yeah.
Still dead anyways through Mark.
No.
Yikes.
Yeah. And the crazy thing about this, I don't know if I can find the clip. If we go into the VOD of Bean, he shows a screenshot at some point. Oh, I don't know where that screenshot is. If somebody has the screenshot, let me know. Basically, okay, so I don't know if I can find the clip of it right here, but somebody DM'd Bean right before the poll happened, telling him to log off. I don't remember the exact wording, but he got a DM saying, Bean, you should log off now. And that DM was from a guy called Slippery. And if you don't know who Slippery is, he was the guild master of the guild Vampire Clan on Firemaw, which was basically the anti-streamer guild, so to speak, unlike Firemaw, right?
Yeah.
That's basically what it was. Yeah. That's the Bean clip as well? Oh my god, there's so many different POVs here.
Actually a fucking troll.
Okay, I want to show you real fast from Tiny Violence POV as well. There's going to be so many different POVs. Okay, give me a moment. So this is from Calamity. This is what happened to Calamity.
Not moving anymore.
We'll watch it from the Tiny Violence POV as well, guys.
Tight. I'm not moving anymore.
So this is Tiny tanking. He's bringing the boss to the corner as he's supposed to do.
Zeliak is
Mark
Zeliak is in the
No,
wrong
wait,
spot.
that's not it. Wait, that's not the wrong one. Wait, that's the wrong one. Sorry, completely my bad. Oh, no, my bad. So
Right, I'm not
Tiny's right there. And he's bringing Celiac over to the corner now. Sorry, that was my bad. I misremembered.
What the hell is Zeliak doing?
Move it. Dude, this guy's trolling, actually.
Yeah, and he's bringing Celiac all the way over to the raid.
Run Zeliak away.
He's trolling a 4 horseman?
News this. You should have already death wished.
And here's the chain lightning.
You're actually a fucking
He's fucking griefing. Holy shit.
So the reason why Celiac does that, they didn't die to the mark, they died to the chain lightning. Chain lightning is it's an infinite stacking chain lightning, and because they're all so stacked up because they're trying to nuke down Rivendare, they all just die.
Did Tini just do that?
Yeah, he did.
They all just die. And then she hearts out, obviously.
Okay, there's the grief, guys. There's the grief.
Damn. What a fucking douchebag.
Holy shit. He actually griefed us. He just fucking griefed us.
Yeah.
How many deaths? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
36.
6, 9, 10, 11,
Pretty
12.
much everyone on Earth.
36 deaths. That's from Calamity's POV. This is from the actual Griefers POV, guys. I got it all lined up, boys. Okay, don't worry about it. So this is Tiny Violin. This is from his stream whenever he did it. And yes, this is his chat cover.
stack up for the meteor.
Smile.
Stack now.
So he's bringing the boss away. He's pretending to do the strats. And then he's bringing it over.
Zeliak is
Zeliak is in the wrong spot.
Hey, can I actually increase the quality of this? I can't. Okay, never mind.
Tini, move it.
So he's moving it to the corner. Some warrior tries to bring it away.
Zeliak and run it away. Run.
Look at this MVP warrior. I don't know who that was.
Zeliak away. You may need to.
But this little gnome tried to take the boss and move it away from the raid. Teeny then mocking blows it after the taunt happens.
News this. You should have already death wished.
The other warrior tries to bring it away again with AoE taunt, and then Teeny AoE taunts again.
Is that the wrong corner?
Did Tini just do that?
Oh fuck.
Yeah, he did.
Oh fuck, I had the wrong corner.
Dude,
That's him
you're
talking.
actually a fucking troll.
Oh fuck, was that the wrong corner?
Did Tini just do that?
Oh fuck.
Yeah, he did.
Oh fuck, I had the wrong corner.
So he has been planning this for quite a while. Obviously, this is a little bit later after the thing had happened. Right here. This clip I haven't seen yet.
It was an accident. Like, mistakes happen, guys. We're not perfect. We're all human. But yeah, thanks for all the support and thanks for the fucking love. 235 subs today, guys.
Less than
Holy
3.
fuck.
The amount of like hardcore hate watchers that like came in and gifted him subs is absolutely ridiculous. Apparently he got like 300, 400, 500 subs or something like that. It is like there was so many hate watchers that just like celebrated the victory.
Wow, upstate.
His victory, right? Like, you know, their defeat, the defeat of the raid, but their victory. You know, like, oh, we won, you know?
Airs. Wow, 10 more gifted subs? Wow. Thank you for the support, guys.
Jesus Christ, man.
Wow, holy fuck.
And as I said, this guy is a, Wait, what is this? Wait, where did you... Wait, I don't know where the heck you got this screenshot from. Wait, what is this? So this is a DM from T-Moxie. That looks like T-Moxie, right? Because I know T-Moxie is TM and he has like that little picture and stuff like that. They burning Thane. Lightning mob will one-shot them all. Lul. You need to chain. Can you play like insane noises in Discord? Act normal, get mob, stay middle. Play insane flashbang noise in Discord. Have your desktop playing in Discord so raid leader can make any calls. 5 seconds into fight, bring mob to Thane, hold them for Giga Chain. Taunt spam whenever you can to keep it in stack. Enough marks and chaos goes full on wipe. You got that? You can stay in the middle, I'm starting in Celiac. Like on the stairs, grab him. This is obviously something that was orchestrated to like grief the whole hardcore raid, right? Yeah, what is this? In order for this to happen, you have to level a character to 60, gain the trust of the guild, play with them off-stream and out of raid, become one of the main tanks of the guild, not die doing any parts of this at all, farm world buffs weekly. This was typed by Asmongold. I saw someone typed it, somebody just linked this. I don't know who, I just saw it, right? That's from Aspen, that's fair enough. We'll just go through it still. Know all the fights in Vanilla WoW, progress all through Molten Core, progress through Blackburn Lair, progress through AQ40, know exactly what boss bypasses Petrification Flask, clear the majority of the Nax40 hardcore without dying, and earn the trust of the tank Seelig in the fight. All of this for an entire year. Position Seelig in a way that he would kill all the melee. The thing about it is that he could have done this in AQ40 on Cthulhu. Because Cthulhu, you go out, you just bait the I-beam, and you kill the entire raid instantly. But he was committed to making them get all the way so close to almost victory and then do it. He was so committed to do it. Cthulhu isn't as for sure. You can picture Cthulhu, but if they all stand right at the corridor, guys, all you gotta do is go out and then like the whole raid dies, right? It's possible. It is doable to do. Blizzard should perma him. From what I have heard, that he has like, I don't know if this is true or not, but I did hear that he had like 8 or 9 permabanned accounts. I'm not entirely sure if that's true or not, but I did hear something about that. I don't know how much there really is to that, but I did hear that he had like 8 or 10 like permabanned accounts, something like that. Look at the trigger from CG. Even if it was the main tank, he can still taunt it. Yeah, I mean, dude. The thing about it is, I know this sounds very, very cynical or whatever. I'm really surprised that this hasn't happened sooner, man. I knew at some point it was a matter of time where in some hardcore guild, one person would try to gain their trust, get up to level 60, and eventually try to wipe an entire raid for like a clip and, you know, to get everybody talking about it, as people are doing, right? It's just... It is a crazy amount. It is a whole year he is committed to this. A whole year of like playing with the people, gaining their trust, slowly raiding with them more and more and more. Weekly raids, probably farming consumables, maybe even helping with like stuff every now and again. Maybe even making friends with some of these people to just like kill the entire raid. It is crazy. It is crazy, man. It is a very committed thing. That is for sure, but damn. Alright, so this is when Calamity joined and talked to Asmongold here.
And it was the paladin in the video that hearthed down. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
What a day, huh?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean, not how I thought it would go, but it's still fun, right?
Well, I mean, I don't know. It depends. How's the rest of the guild taking it?
Probably 50-50, right? Some are bummed, some are glad to finally log off.
Yeah.
So they're actually, like, he released them from their pain.
I would say some did, yeah. So we've been doing 4 or 5 raids a week for 7 months to do KT before officials. Like, we're super burned out.
And so
I will say they have been spurking out with hardcore raiding the past year. They have been like grinding it.
So whenever you say 4 to 5 raids,
she seems very sad. I think the reason why they're so sad, and also in Discord, they didn't really like freak out or get angry because they're just so shocked, right? Like, did this really just happen, right? But I think, I don't know when they were going for KT, but I think they were like right on the cusp of like trying KT, right? They have been like doing it for years and stuff like that.
How many of those raids was Tiny Violin in?
Sunday?
Probably most.
Oh, mate, so they were gonna do it like, so from when this happened, they were gonna do it in like 4 days.
Yeah, like at least 3 probably.
And how many hours did that take per week?
Be nice, chat.
So counting getting buffs and consumes or just the raids?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, at least 20, if not 30, right? Just for...
So, like, I mean, assuming, like, he did half of them, so you're talking about probably, like, 15 to 20 hours every single week.
Oh my
for
God.
5 to 6 months. For this one moment.
Holy.
Yeah, and like I said in my stream, he hung out after raid even, like, played, like, fucking Scriblio and shit with us, like, non-WoW stuff, like...
Wait, so he was like actually just hanging out with them, chilling in Discord, playing Scribble.io.
And how long did he do that for?
Yeah, chat, stop being weird, okay? If you're being weird, mods just, you know, yeah.
I've been here, right? Like an hour, or a year, sorry.
So he's been playing Scribble.io with you guys for a year.
Not the exact game, but yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
Oh my god.
So, whenever you thought that it was a good idea to invite somebody who multi-boxed Dispelling World Buffs in Classic and extorted people for real-life money to not dispel them...
Let's go.
Oh,
happy anniversary to us, Guzu. Cute sit friendship.
Braveros, thank you for the 19. Thank you. Thank you.
Can I have a moment?
Yeah.
So this is a long time ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we invited him, we didn't know.
Yeah.
He had been with us for about 2 months, and we found out probably. And I think as a guild, as leadership, we talked about it and said, like, he didn't change his name, right? There was no attempt to hide
I was about to say, I'm surprised he didn't change his name. If he wanted to do this and like he is like known as a griefer, then he did.
So if he could have very easily pretended to be someone else and changed his name.
Yeah.
Very true. You're right.
Didn't hide himself, and he was like, I was front with him like, hey, we know you're a griefer. And he, at this point, he put in like so many hours farming consumes, teaching people how to play the game. Like, most of our guild is new players. He taught us lots of like in-game strategies.
So
he's been helping them.
So he basically like it's like how like a farmer raises up like cattle.
Oh my god, for slaughter?
For slaughter, yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and so
no,
he taught you all of these things.
Oh my god!
We obviously have experienced players who...
That's messed up.
Or not just teeny, but he definitely helped out. He was a very key member of the community. And...
What was his role in the guild?
He was a tank, so... He joined at a very lucky time for what he was doing to grief us, I guess.
God.
In that we had had several of our tanks quit or die, so he filled a hole in the raid. It could join very easily.
How did those other tanks die?
I couldn't even tell you. It's been so long.
Oh, maybe he like orchestrated that. No, I don't. Maybe it doesn't go that deep, but you know.
I just think that's interesting. You know, maybe he was involved in that too.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's probably so many layers to this. I have no idea.
I
guess
goes deep.
Anymore.
I think that a person like this, there is no limit, and there are no depths that they won't achieve.
Yeah.
So you thought that basically because he didn't change his name, and he wasn't trying to hide who he was.
They thought he was reformed.
That he had turned a new leaf, and he's a new person now, and he's not going to get back to his old tricks.
I wouldn't say that's what I said, but I think
okay,
it would have been much easier for him to. It was part of a reason, right?
Yeah,
it was part of a long list of reasons of why, like, maybe we can trust him, give him a chance.
It's also probably convenient because he's already a tank at that point, and so like a new tank would be annoying. Right. Okay. That
There's a
makes
whole
sense.
list of reasons, but yeah, just for how long he'd been there, because he.
Damn.
We never thought we'd do Nax, right? We thought Cthulhu would be our big wall.
Yeah, it's actually pretty crazy how far that they got with the whole hardcore thing. I even think if this thing didn't happen, they probably would have made it really, really like they might have made it to KT actually.
And not I being brief on Cthulhu would be like, oh, he's fine.
He actually didn't plan anything. He's just very bad at the game, and the story of the villain was better. Yeah, maybe it was a mistake, you know.
Right.
What?
And
I'm sure that's what he wanted you to believe.
Yeah, and there's the flame breath bosses in Blackwing Lair. You can taunt those and breed the raid. We had some.
Yeah, there's many ways you can do it.
That's actually very true. You're right.
There is a lot of ways you can actually grief in hardcore, like to get people killed. Like Baron getting bomb, probably one of the easiest as well. Like, you get the bomb, you go into the raid, right? But then you have to get the RNG of that, I guess. Like, Four Horsemen is one of the only ones where you can't you cannot Petri out of it. I think there's very few things you can't. You can Petri out of Shadowflame as well on Nefarian, but you can't really like grief. It's hard to grief that because everybody's going to be wearing their cloaks, right? Four Horsemen is the perfect boss to grief.
Somebody could have taunted. I guess they could have taunted the boss away a little bit.
The chain goes through Petri. No, the chain doesn't go through Petri. The chain one shots. So you could argue that they should have called for the petrification whenever they saw he was pulled into the raid, because they knew he was mainly going to chain lightning. But I highly doubt that. I don't know. I think they were just so confused that it was even happening, right?
Locked in, and also
the mark of the 4 horsemen. This mark right there, that goes through a Petri. Not the chain lightning doesn't. They just got one shot basically.
4 horsemen. Is there any other boss that you can't?
Oh, they would have died from the marks anyway. Yeah, true.
There's a long list of like 600 spells on Wowhead that ignore immunity. Shadow Flame and Blackwing Lair's one. There's probably others. It's definitely the best boss to grief on.
Yeah, for sure.
I think. Period. But there are others, yeah.
So, do you see, like, now that this has happened, and well, actually, how many people died out of your raid? What was the total count?
36,
I think it's
man.
36.
Yeah.
36. So there were 4 survivors. Did he did Tiny survive?
I don't imagine he did. Why would he, right?
No, probably not.
At that point, his job's already done.
Yeah, he got the mission. Mission accomplished.
So,
yeah, I was sitting pretty in Lighthole's chapel, just kind of laughing to myself. So
oh yeah,
no
I
idea.
mean, you got away. I was amazed. Honestly, I thought the tick was going to kill you, interrupt the Hearthstone or something. So I was surprised.
God.
So now that this has happened, and the guild has had maybe an hour or 2 to collect itself after this has happened, what? Now what?
Now what?
I don't think 4 hours is enough time for people to really process their thoughts.
Yeah.
I know a lot of us want to go ahead and do it on Sunday to see if we can do it, to see who would die, to see.
Oh, they have alts. Yeah, they probably have like a lot of alts, all of them. So they probably have like a backup raid. If they've been raiding as much as they have, I would assume they probably have like a second raid. That's just not as geared, right?
Yeah.
You know, what would happen if we did it, right?
Yeah.
So we'll probably
Monster,
still do
thank
it
you.
on Sunday. We'll see. Not everyone will be there. Some people are definitely
love
leading
you
their
so
characters.
much less than 3.
Much love to you too.
Yeah.
Thank you for
So
the 3.
there are people deleting their characters because of this already.
Oh yeah, some of us are very anti-appeal, so those people are just going to be gone. Period.
Really?
Okay.
So they're anti. So they actually want this one to count against them, and they're willing to delete their own character because of it.
People have different morals and ethics and gameplay philosophies and stuff.
Well, how do you view it?
Okay.
It's a rock and a hard place, right? Because if you allow him to kill you, you empower him.
Yes.
If you keep going, you have the hecklers, like the people in your chat, going, not hardcore, Keck W losers.
Appeal
so
point.
it's,
I think it's a lose-lose.
So yeah, I think you're definitely stuck between a rock and a hard
Yeah,
place.
it's a lose-lose.
So
If you don't appeal, he wins. Like if you appeal, sorry, he wins. And if you don't appeal, then he also wins. He just won. Like I don't know. He killed the entire raid. He got into Nax and he killed all of them. Right? It is what it is.
what do you think that the people that are running classic,
It's
like
Jesus
hardcore,
Christ, man.
Do you think that they should accept the appeal?
So the official hardcore Discord has not dealt with 60 stuff in a long time. They just said we're no longer caring about 60 stuff, so it's kind of up to us in our guild. We'll probably have a poll tomorrow or something.
It's EVE Online
Live
level.
mostly.
I've heard not similar stories, but I've heard like I've heard like similar stories as well in EVE Online. But EVE Online is a whole different thing. I think EVE Online, there's like tons and tons of money as well involved, like in real life money. So that goes like way deeper than this. This is like, okay, a lot of people lost their hardcore characters, which still is, okay, that sucks. You know, it's your hardcore character, it blows. But in EVE Online, from what I've heard of, it's like genuine like money. Like people are losing like a lot of in real life money over it, right?
On it.
Yeah.
Do you think that this damages hardcore WoW in a
Oh, absolutely.
a large way? How do you think that happens?
You're going to official where there's
Time is
no
money.
appeals,
Yeah, true.
there's no chance to redo with people you don't know that can do this
I'm
stuff. Like
good.
it just showed the world that you can just do this and kill 36 people.
Well,
Yeah.
and this is a thing because I had watched his POV.
I mean, we've seen this happen on a smaller scale before. I remember there was like a Mitch Jones Scotta Monastery where like a guy pulled the entire cathedral and killed like 2 people. But like, this is like a whole different level, right? For sure.
And he said that this was actually a mistake. And he didn't mean to
Maybe it was a mistake.
bring the boss over to that place. I think he said wrong corner.
Yeah, maybe
And
it
I
was.
curious. Actually, just give me a minute. It's fucking.
Maybe he had the strats
God
confused.
damn it.
Perhaps.
should be fixed in a second.
Did Teeny Violin strike again?
DDoS me. Are we good now, guys?
Okay, we'll finish watching when they're
good?
talking here. I just want to see what they're talking about.
We're good? Okay. So, what I asked was, I'll just repeat it for chat and everything, is that, you know, I watched Teeny's, like, POV, and I watched him talk, and whenever he brought Zeliek over there, I think I heard him say, like, oh shit, wrong corner.
Yeah, he said that.
Like, he made a mistake. Like, he didn't know that he was supposed to bring Zeliek to the other corner, and he just brought him over to the corner that Thane Korthos happened to be at. And I'm just curious, like, what your thoughts are on that.
Okay, fair enough.
So I think any leeway for a mistake went out the window when he switches stances to mocking Blow the boss and taunt him. But I think one avenue we're not considering is, what if Forrest Shona was in the wrong spot? What if Teeny was in the right corner?
How do you mean?
Maybe they confused the corners.
The other boss, what's his name? Thane is in the wrong corner.
Thane.
Yeah.
Could be possible.
So you think that Thane should have been in the back, and it was everybody else who was
absolutely.
wrong except
Yeah,
for him?
it's all our fault, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that makes sense.
That does make
definitely.
sense. Yeah.
And how do you think Blizzard should handle this?
That is such a hard question. So Blizzard did say no stance on grief for the hardcore servers, but this isn't a hardcore server.
Oh, no stance on... No, they said explicitly that, like, they were going to be banning for griefing and gameplay.
That's what I meant, sorry.
Oh, no stance. Like, you mean no...
no tolerance.
No tolerance, yes. Okay.
Okay.
But this isn't that server, so I'm not really sure.
Right.
That's why it's in a weird spot, because, I mean, official hardcore is out in, like a month or 3 months, something like that. So, yeah. Fergus Radhammer, thank you for the 26 months.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do you think that he should be banned for this?
This is my opinion of myself. I think, since this is not a hardcore server, I don't know if it's like a community rule set, right? It's not actually infringing on the game at all.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, in the current iteration of how the game is played, it is like an add-on, right? So, yeah.
So?
Makes sense, I guess. But I think I understand what she's trying to say.
I don't know. It's a hard call. I don't think it's bannable in the current rule set, but on a hardcore server, it should be.
Okay, so you think that on hardcore WoW, that if he did this, he should get banned?
Yeah, I get what you mean, Slow, for sure.
Okay. I mean, I personally think that even if it wasn't a hardcore server, gameplay disruption has always been against the TOS.
Yep,
and I think that they've exercised that on RP server events before. And I think that also it's just about intent. So
that's
like,
very fair.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's up to Blizzard. I think that Blizzard will do what Blizzard usually does, and they just won't do anything.
Yeah, probably true.
For context to you, I'm new to WoW. I've been playing for a year and a half now, maybe 2 years. I don't really know the context of like past bans and stuff.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think that really it's just... Do you think that now that this has happened, you're going to see more people griefing raids?
I don't know if more people.
I definitely think there will be people doing it though, like that. I for sure. I mean, especially if it's like on a stream or something like that, there's probably gonna be people trying to get into that stuff, right? I mean, again, we saw it on Mitch's stream as well some time back in like that Scala Monastery and stuff like that. Probably will happen. Yeah, I mean, it probably will.
Because it's hard to get here. It takes a very special person. Teeny is definitely unique in his skill set to do this.
Right.
I think you covered it. I saw it on your stream for a second.
What exactly
the
makes
time
him
commitment.
unique? Yeah.
The knowledge, the right time, right place to join the guild.
It was commitment.
Not dying until then, like there's
maybe a lot of people wouldn't have the commitment to do it, right? In that regard.
Chances
right?
you could have died earlier, right? Like, I think it's still gonna be rare, but it could definitely happen.
Yeah, Twitch with the ads, I know, chat. It's just, I don't know.
I imagine there'll be copycats, right? Wanting the fame, the 1,000 viewers on Twitch and whatever.
How much money do you think he's made out of this so far?
I could not even tell you. Someone said $500 in chat, and I believe that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a lot more. And,
Probably.
that's just what it is.
Because there's a lot of hardcore like hate watchers for sure, and they probably are relishing in this, right?
I think that as soon as people realize that they can do something like this and get notoriety from it and have it have weight, this will become a lot more popular.
Hate watchers? That's a weird. That's a real thing, man.
Another thing is that, do you think that Blizzard should have an appeal on the hardcore, like, actual realms?
Okay.
Like, I know that they won't, but, like, do you think that's a good system?
I don't think there's a way that Blizzard could.
It didn't work that way. He didn't plan it 1 year ago. He just got to this place and chose to execute Creef. In a parallel universe, he could just did nothing and finish the raid with them. Well, that's you assuming that. We don't know. We don't know if it was like intention from the beginning or if it was something that he suddenly just decided to do on a whim, right? We don't know. It could have been either or. You know, maybe he joined the guild and just wanted to raid and have fun, and then eventually he's like, you know what? I'm gonna grief everybody. Or maybe, you know, it wasn't a mistake. We don't know, right? Like, I mean, that's the thing, but that's just assuming, right?
Do it that's fair and
that's how it goes.
Drama and controversy, so no.
Do you think this will decrease the amount of people that want to play on a hardcore server?
Yeah.
And things like this?
It's probably loot drama. It's always over loot. People definitely get very riled up over loot. That I will say. That is the culprit of many classic WoW disputes and drama in general. It is, you know, X person didn't get loot, and therefore Y person, you know, is an asshole and whatnot. You know, but
if what I understand about the hardcore community is true, is that most people are levelers, leveling enjoyers.
That's true.
I don't think most people care about raiding or being griefed in raiding. It definitely impacts the raider population, though, I think. Very small raider niche.
Okay. Yeah, I think that definitely makes sense. I was curious what your slash played was on that character.
66 days.
66 days. So 66.
But I didn't die, so.
Okay, yeah. So 66 days. We'll just do a little math here.
Naxxramas school shooter. I mean, it's a big classic WoW drama, big classic WoW thing that happened. So obviously all the classic WoW streamers are going to talk about it and stuff like that, right? I feel like it's comparison's a little bit crazy, but you know, yeah.
Times 24.
It's a classic WoW griefing, right? It's a little
1,584 days on that character. Or hours, excuse me.
Classic WoW streamer Aspen. No, what I meant with that is like I would assume probably, I don't know, Peo, blah, 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 X, Y, Z, all the streamers have probably talked about it, right?
And do you think everybody else in the raid would have something equivalent to that?
No. I'm one of the older characters. I think the average is around 20 to 30.
20 to 30 days.
Okay.
Take 30 times 24. And then you said 35 people died, right?
36, yeah.
36, okay.
Okay.
So there's actually, because like we originally estimated it at 10,000 hours, and apparently no, it was actually almost 26,000 hours
that he spent
annihilated.
Oh no! Oh, that like people lost. I mean, I feel like in a way it's a bad way of like putting this up, because like, yeah, it's time that they've spent, but like are all those just like lost hours? Because that's like, you know, taken into consideration that they didn't like enjoy all that time. I feel like whenever people say like you lost the time, I think that's a little bit of it doesn't make much sense to me, because I feel like you play it, hopefully they play it and have fun, right? But yeah, maybe not.
Off of one guy.
I wouldn't say pissed away. We had a good time.
Okay, yeah, she says that now. Okay.
It was still fun the entire way.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm glad you feel that way.
Yeah, I mean,
I am.
I am still having a good night. Copium aside.
Well, you're the one that.
It's pretty crazy though, I will say.
Well, yeah, imagine dying, losers.
Yeah, there you go.
It's definitely the biggest.
Some of the other warriors
hardcore grief for sure.
Yeah, I know. Sitting there on a pile, dead on top of each other. I feel like they're probably looking at it maybe a little bit different, but who knows?
God.
Well, anyway, do you have any like parting thoughts on the what's happened?
Okay.
Parting thoughts on what's happened.
Yeah.
I think we've kind of covered everything I would say. Yeah. It's just, I hope people still try official. It's a very fun game mode.
Yeah, true.
You can make it as hard as you want hard or as easy as you want to. Don't let this deter you from having fun in a game.
So you
It's
think
crazy,
that
though.
even after this, people should keep playing hardcore WoW?
If they enjoy it, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, try it out. You don't have to be fully committed and like going into Naxxramas and stuff like that. If you want to try out hardcore, just try it out for fun, right? You're trying to take my chatters? Oh my god. Fucking tickle.
man.
If you don't enjoy it, go play whatever you like, like retail.
Play some
Yeah,
OSRS,
there
man.
you
Let's go.
I think that at this point, I have not... Nothing has happened so far that has made me more excited for official WoW hardcore servers than this.
Okay.
If you love content, you're gonna love official. Yeah, it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, this is...
The amount of
'cause-
drama, oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah,
God.
because people...
I
are gonna-
mean, let's be honest, dude. This whole thing is absolutely crazy, but at the end of the day, that's kind of what Classic is, man. Some guy does some crazy stuff, grieves a massive raid, and everybody starts talking about it. It's a big part of what makes Classic what Classic is. It's a community kind of weird game, and there's all sorts of weird people within the community, like people griefing in STV. There's like Leroy thing, there's the griefing here. Remember the whole advertise versus Asmongold thing? That whole thing was ridiculous as well, but all these things, sadly, in a way, is what makes Classic Classic. It's all the drama, it's all the spurks, it's all the world PvP, like weird things like that. It's really just how it goes, right?
To do this. The thing is, like, yeah, you lose your account, but like...
It is what it
does
is, man.
matter
I
if
don't
you did it
know.
on
It's
purpose?
crazy. I just think it's crazy that it happened.
I can't wait to see the taunts on the dragons and everything else. It's gonna be incredible.
Damn.
Do you want to hear about early fun grief?
Yeah.
That's not been fixed yet.
Oh, yeah.
So if you get a druid with the tier 1 set from Molten Core,
Okay.
it
Okay.
increases your thorns damage by 25 and lasts for 10 minutes. Get a priest with you and mind control a mob like Hogger and buff it with thorns, and people one-shot themselves on it.
What the hell?
Really? I thought it... I
Oh,
remember
well,
that was
that's
kind of a
interesting.
bug before.
Hardcore community is a bunch of weirdos, is what you think? I think the Classic community has a lot of interesting people, you know?
That you could do with like Curse of Recklessness, but I thought that it would only be aggroed onto you. That's not the case in Classic WoW?
Nope. People, it's a very niche grief because people don't notice, right? They don't realize why they died.
Right,
Okay.
okay. Yeah, there you go. That makes sense. Because, yeah, a 25 damage return, or not 25, that'd be way more, actually.
Okay,
Like 50
well,
or something, yeah.
Yeah. Holy shit.
I've always said this, the community makes Classic Classic for better or for worse. That's really how it is, man. It's for better, it's both for better and for worse. It goes both ways, right?
I'm sure now that I've said it on stream, it'll be fixed, but you know.
Oh, I'm sure. Just like they
There's
fixed
gonna
the
be
world
so many
buffs in
juicy
Classic.
deaths like that, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, I think that Blizzard is not going to fix this stuff. Do you think that... Oh, here's another question.
One more question?
Do you think that things like this and the ability to do things like this makes the WoW community more toxic because it enables people? Or do you think it's a wash?
Okay.
That's a really heavy question. Do I think it makes them more toxic?
Yeah, or well, like it creates toxicity. It makes people more toxic because they are empowered to do things that can negatively affect other people's gameplay experience.
I will say, and I know this, I think a lot of people play Classic WoW strictly to do that. Strictly to like grief and strictly to like negate other people's experience. There's a lot of people that do that just to do that, right? I mean, that's why there's those like notorious stories of level 60 undead male rogues sitting in STV camping the quest giver. There's a lot of that they just do it to grief. There's a lot of people that do that. There's also a lot of people that don't and that just want to enjoy the game, you know, be a part of a community and stuff like that. But there definitely is some people that just do grief, that play the game strictly to grief.
In a tremendous
Yeah.
way.
That is a hard question. I think people that would do things like that are already toxic. It just allows them to have that
Yeah.
sandbox, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say it makes them toxic.
Okay, so yeah, yeah, that you're right. It's definitely a situation of enabling versus making it happen in the first place or changing people's behavior. Yeah,
I
get
don't
that.
think
Yeah,
maybe some of them appeal.
more
I'm not
tools
sure
for
though.
the kit. Well, I really appreciate you coming on and talking about this.
Okay.
You know, my condolences to your guild.
Jeez.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
Congrats on the content. I'm glad you got some views out of it.
Congrats on the content.
Oh, I'm so happy. It's great, and I appreciate you guys doing it for me. So I'll see you later.
Yeah, toodles.
Peace.
All right. Well, I mean, that was it. That was the if you got here's the Aspen video, by the way. I assume you guys probably. I mean, I don't know. Aspen, there's the video, boys. Holy crap! That was the Naxxramas drama, boys. That was the whole thing. I think we covered pretty much everything that we were going to cover with that, man. Support a small creator. Yeah, he's almost at 2 million subs. You know, just support him a little bit. Maybe we can push him up to 2 mil, right?